Hi, welcome. Simon here, and I hope you're doing well. In this video, I'll be doing a keyboard replacement on a Lenovo Yoga. Let me show you the model number. If you flip it around, take a closer look at the bottom of your laptop. You can see that it says Lenovo Yoga 900-13 ISK, or the model name is 80MK. This is a 360 flip, meaning that you can turn your laptop all the way as a tablet. And what I have here is that the keyboard, some of the keys are not working. So I need to replace the entire keyboard. It's not just the keyboard, and then let me show you why. Let me correct myself again. You can just buy the keyboard itself. Excuse me. You can just buy the keyboard on this part and do a replacement for it, or you can buy the full assembly, which what I'm doing right now is buying the entire full assembly with the touchpad, the palm rest, pretty much the entire keyboard like this. And I'll be doing is transfer all the internal components over to this entire keyboard. Now you can obviously change out the keyboard yourself. There's a lot of other screws, the tiny screws you need to remove and do a replacement. The difference in price to me at this point is only about $15 to $20 different. I'd rather not to do the job and just buy the full assembly like this. Alright, so let's get started. And if you want to learn where to buy the tools from, as well as the parts, check out in the description below. I link them, and it will direct you to either Amazon or eBay for this for the purchase. Let's go ahead and get a T5 screwdriver. So I'm using a T5, removing all the Torx screws. Alright, once you have removed all the screws, let's go ahead and pop open the back cover. Put it on the side. Here you can see that the two CPU fan, the battery, the hard drive, the NVMe M.2 drive, which has all your information on it. This is the Wi-Fi. Okay, so what the next step I like to do is to remove the battery. What you want to do now is to slide the cable, the battery cable, towards your body. So slide it down. I know it's quite challenging. I'm just trying to pull hard. I'm trying to have a stable pressure pulling down, and then try to use the fingernail to slide it down as well. Alright, so that's how you disconnect the battery. Now, take a look at your battery. If your battery is flat like this and is holding the charge, that means it's good. But if you see your battery is swollen, like there's a lump or swell on the battery, meaning that the battery is going bad, at that time I highly recommend you to change out the battery. Do not keep using it. Now let's take a look at here. It says L14M4P24. That is the model number for this battery. These are just a regular Phillips screwdriver, so go ahead and remove all the screws. Okay, you can start disconnecting the cable as well. This is for the LCD cable. So flip open that clipper, slide the cable away from you. That's how you remove it. Open up the clipper, slide it to your right. This is for your fan. This is probably for either the camera or the speaker. Just leave it straight up. This is for the Wi-Fi, the black cable and the gray. You have to remove the Wi-Fi antenna as well. And the Wi-Fi card, slide it to your right after you remove that one screw. This is the fan. This is the charging port. Here comes the hard drive. Remove that one screw. Slide the hard drive to your right. Here comes the motherboard. Flip the clipper open. The white, oh no, sorry, the white clipper. Flip it up and slide the keyboard cable down towards your body, towards yourself. Same thing. Open up the clipper. Slide the keyboard backlighting towards your body. Open up the clipper. Slide the touchpad cable down towards your body. All right, so there are 3 cables right here. You have to do that. This is for the CPU fan. Open up the clipper, slide it to your left, remove that one screw for that motherboard. This is the I/O board on the other side, meaning that it runs off the speaker, the USB. So that is the cable. Open up the clipper, slide it to your left. CPU fan, 2 of the screws, remove them. And the motherboard should be about free to go. apologize. I missed out one of the cable here. There you go. At this point, if you see any dust, anything that is dirty, you want to take this opportunity to clean it off. Get the A-can duster, spray it, dust it off. It looks like this computer or the owner of this computer has a pet at home. Looks like cat fur everywhere, but this is a good time for you to clean it up. All right, so we'll be transferring everything over. So that means we need to remove all this this is the speaker, so slide it down, the cable, there's one wire here, slide it down. We are transferring the USB board to the new keyboard, and this is the charging port. Remember that charging port. Okay, so this cable here is double-sided tape on. Just lift it up. We are reusing it and transfer over to the new keyboard. What else is there? That's pretty much it. So we're gonna lift this thing straight up, open up the screen, and there you go. The entire keyboard is out. Okay, so we are transferring over, replace with the new one, or a used one, I would say. Okay, slide it in. So the first thing I like to do, let's put the charging port back in. Install this I/O board on the other side. Remember this one here, you have to do the same. Oh, it doesn't come with the speaker. Bummer. We need to transfer the speaker. It doesn't have the speaker here, so we need to transfer the speaker. That's all right, not a big deal. Can transfer the speaker at any given time. Let's go ahead and put the 2 screws back on here. Okay, So that should do it. We can always come back and readjust the wiring, make it look nice and neat. All right, so now the speakers are transfer over. So let's align with the cable here. Let's connect the speaker back together. Now we can actually start transferring the motherboard. Make sure all the cables are above the motherboard, because the wire has to go above the motherboard to install, right? So you can't have the wire go underneath them. Okay, let's go ahead and put the two screws back to the CPU fan first before I forget. All right, let's see what else is there that we need to do. The motherboard screws go in here. This one here. Two screws. Forgot about this. Okay. All right, so let's connect the cable back together. So that is your CPU DC jack. Sorry, that is the DC jack connector. This is your CPU fan cable. Go ahead and slide it in. Make sure the clipper is open, slide it all the way, and when you close it, that clipper should align straight down with the white line on that marker. Let's do the same thing for this. Okay, we have everything installed. So we're going to install the Wi-Fi antenna. So go ahead and install this Wi-Fi. Put that one screw back in. So the black cable is going to be above on the top. And then the bottom is for the gray. All right. The next step is the hard drive. Let's go ahead and slide the hard drive to your left. Install. Get the screw. Screwed it in. All set. Now let's connect this cable, LCD cable. Okay, now we have to put on the screws. Let's put the screws back. So I wasn't 100% sure which screw that goes where. So what I did, I'm trying to align the 4 screws on the top. So this one goes to here, right? And then this one goes here, this one goes here. So I'm gonna put the screw above on this side here. Alright, so there's one final screws that go on the top left. Now before I forget, I need to make sure the cables are all connected properly. So double check the USB is connected, CPU fan, touchpad, keyboard backlighting, keyboard, hard drive. Yep, everything looks good. I think there's one screw right here for this guy. Okay, so that should do it. Now the next step is to install the battery. Slide it in, push it all the way in. Well, please give me a like and subscribe. And if you feel like the video is very helpful, please do that. Subscribe to the channel. I'll try to make more of this sort of video for you in the near future. Any computer repair stuff. So just subscribe and hit the notification bell. And comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. Comment below and tell me, were you successful? Replace the keyboard? Were you able to follow along my video? So just let me know. I'm interested to hear from you. And yeah, so, and again, do not forget to check the description below. I will let you know where I bought the keyboard from and all the tools that you need for this repair. Pretty much there's only two tools that you need. One is the regular Phillips screw, and the other one would be just the T5 screwdriver, Torque 5. Okay, so, and put all the screws back together. That should do it. So the entire process probably took me about 27 minutes from start to finish. And I still think it's worth it to buy the full assembly keyboard versus just the keyboard itself, and you try to remove all the tiny screws and whatnot, because the difference is not a lot. To me, the price was, I think, $15 difference. So I'd rather just go with the full assembly. Do not mess around with the keyboard itself. Yeah, that is actually worth a lot more. Alright, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care now. Bye.